Hi, chat. We're invisible today.
Hey, they work all the way in here.
Chat, you can't hear, can you? It's crazy.
Hey Google, play Harris Heller.
Hi, Chad. How's it going?
Hey Google, play Harris Heller.
Yeah.
Dun dun out. What's up, Xenos, Barky, Kibbles, Uber?
Chat, two things. One, we have a cool PC today. It looks great. Secondly, 9060 XT NDA is live.
Yay!
We had a 9060 XT.
Oh my god.
Gotcha. We pranked you. You didn't know we had one, did you? You probably did, but 9060 XT just launched. Let me make sure everyone else's review is up. Let's see. Yep, there we go.
Oh yeah, does that give them some insight on what the giveaway PC could be?
Oh yeah, I could tell them now because the 9060 XT is going to be in the giveaway PC.
Oh, they were supposed to guess.
Oh, sorry guys. Oh, sorry.
It's spoiled. It's ruined. We can't give it away now, guys. It is what it is.
Review.
I guess.
Just like that, the 5060 is irrelevant. 9060 XT review.
Just like that, it's irrelevant.
That was Jay's 2 cents. Deleting the 5060 Ti 9060 XT review. Linus's was interesting. It says this was supposed to be a happy day. Maybe he had problems.
Damn. Yeah, I wonder what that could have been.
But yeah, guys, we got the 9060 XT. We didn't do any side-by-side benchmarks. We plan on doing some stuff later down the line with that versus like a 5060 Ti, but we mainly just did what we normally do. We threw it in a test bench, we gamed on, and gave you our reactions at 1440p, so go watch that video if you haven't seen it already.
Can you actually buy them yet?
No. I think the thing we were talking about during NDA was like it's actually a long period before you can actually buy them. So, but 9060 XT, we had the 16 gig model. No idea what the 8.1 is going to be like, but we'll most likely get one for a pcbros build at some point. But
well, I think that's the cool part is I believe we were able to get a distributor that said they'd send them on launch.
Nice.
Now, I don't think we paid yet, so I don't even know. I don't know what's going on with that, but we're supposed to get some like 10, 16 gig ones.
Does it actually launch tomorrow? Because I remember seeing somewhere the launch was like a little ways past that.
I think it said June 5th. Like for when the company could ship them out.
Got it.
And that was Gregorian bite.
Cool.
Your kitten is watching with me. Be family friendly, please. Are we talking like cat or like Discord kitten?
Oh, here we go. Dark Vader. I played Duo on my wife's PC last night. 1080p Ultra, except shadows and reflections turned on high. Got 70 to 90 FPS, mostly low 80s. And that's with a 6700 XT.
Yeah, with the 5600 X3D.
And that's no upscaling, right?
Yeah, that's still that's like a decent amount. I didn't think the XT would be that much better.
That's a decent amount better actually, because with those settings you were in the 50s, weren't you?
No matter, remember it was
no
like
matter
low,
what, it was
high.
in the 50s,
no matter what, I just couldn't get past.
Oh, that was
like,
FSR.
Oh, okay.
So that makes
then
sense.
Yeah,
that makes sense.
Isn't that crazy, Dark Lord Vader? Because like that feels like a really good PC still, right? Like in your mind. I mean, in mine it does.
Still a solid build.
Maybe Dark Lord Vader would be like, I'm a 5090 guy.
Play super smooth.
Not the double shocker.
Oh.
Chat
Don't know whether
live.
to watch your video or stream? Well, mute us right now and go watch the video, and then you can come back. We'll be here building a PC. I mean, is what we say really important during this stream? We're building a computer, so we'll probably start talking about food. We'll talk about something totally random.
What is the FPS difference between the 3600 and the 5600 and Warzone low? Well, I mean, the graphics card's gonna matter like a lot more than the CPU. I wouldn't think much.
5060 better than the 700 XT in terms of raw game performance? No. Those GPUs are in totally different realms.
They're totally different prices.
Yeah. What?
5090 versus 5060.
See, that kind of comment's what gets the 5060 hate. People are like, it is the GOAT. It beats the AMD GPUs. Yeah. We are not doing a tortilla slap battle, Uber. All right.
I don't get why.
I don't get the vibe. I don't get the weird the interest.
I don't feel like we're the people for it, you know.
No, that's not really our thing. But I appreciate it. You had Grim come into the event and say the same thing too, and I was like, I don't know.
If we were like like funny TikTokers, you know, and like that's like all we do is short form content, I could see it, but we are the Toasty Bros.
Who planned this? This is no name on
I think
it.
it's this is Jonah. It wasn't me.
Okay.
Jar Jar Binks.
I was see if you wanted to add fans, because right now it's only one fan up front and one in the back.
I'm sure he'd want you to,
Like, fine.
knowing him. But yeah, he should have written that down. Ooh, should we take them all out and then be like, yeah, dude, didn't say anything about fans?
Well, the issue is these are not like, yeah, these are different NZXT black fans. So I don't think we have any of those.
Yeah, I don't know. Good to see if we have if we happen to have 3 black matching fans to put in the front.
Oh wait, here's one of them.
How many gifts for the tortilla slap battle? I don't know.
Why do you want to slab carrot tortillas? It feels like the things we would get on Cameo.
Freaking Cameo.
Whatever happened to that one? Did we just ignore it and it just went away?
Well, no, I think I canceled it and
Oh, you
responded,
did.
and I basically just said, hey, you didn't give us anything that you actually wanted us to do,
You
like
just
at
asked if
all.
we wanted real estate.
Yeah, it was the goofiest thing. It's like, you want real estate in Florida? I'm like, what? Hey guys, we were excited because we don't get a lot of cameos, and we had someone do a cameo, and shout out you if you're here. Thanks for trying, I guess. But they did the cameo and they paid and everything, and for the prompt of what to do, it literally said, hey, I've been watching you guys for a while. Really like your content. I actually moved to Florida and I do real estate there now. If you guys are thinking about moving to Florida, hit me up and I can help you out. And I'm like, okay, well,
No.
I kind of thought on it and I was like, well, I'm gonna refund this because you did not give us, if you could have at least said can you just make a funny, just shout out my name and say shout out my real estate company. I don't know, anything.
Basically, they just paid for a message.
They literally paid for a message to us.
The HP vid you all did the other day, did you ever think about doing a video upgrading it? No, because the whole point of that one is it's not super upgradable.
Yeah.
I mean, there's really not much you could do to it.
Who wants to go to Florida? There's a lot of people that want to go to Florida, surprisingly, but
I know a lot of creators are in Florida because of the no state income tax.
I think that that HP, the only reason you'd upgrade it, and this used to be really common during COVID, is if you bought it bare bones, where it came with just the CPU, someone yoinked the GPU. Then it could be a cool video if we got the HP for $100, $200.
Surprisingly, is crazy. Yeah, no, Florida, the biggest thing is Florida and Texas have become pretty big hubs for people who own their own business because they have no state income tax and you can save money that way. And some people are, I enjoy Florida, don't get me wrong. Certain parts of Florida, there's certain parts of Florida that I would never want to go to, but I enjoy parts of Florida. And if you're an avid beach goer,
yeah, I would say everyone's people who hates winters because
yes.
That's the thing about Kentucky is we get no joke, we get Florida weather when it comes to the heat and the humidity, maybe worse sometimes.
Yes.
We get, honestly, sometimes close to the same amount of rain as Florida, but we have no beaches.
Yeah, it's without the beaches.
And also the winter. We get much, much harsher winters compared to Florida. So, it's trade-offs.
Yeah, I could never live there, but
I couldn't either.
Actually, I say that. I probably could if I was really old and retired. But other than that, no, my current life right now, I could not live there.
He'd be at the beach 24/7.
Yeah, if I was retired and old, I would. If I was still young, I wouldn't. Yeah, I'm pretty old at this point, so I might actually be ready.
Yeah, you're getting pretty close to that retirement home.
We're based in Louisville, Kentucky.
Louisville.
Just me, or does it feel warmer in here? Did Bowles turn that up?
Does it feel warmer in here?
Yeah.
I mean, he did turn it up.
Yeah.
Should I hear you?
I mean, it's not
I'll check
bad,
it.
but it's just definitely. I thought you just bumped it up a degree, and I could feel it.
Let's see. So this one's set to 71. I don't know if you touched this one. Yeah, I mean, he has them set to the 71 in the front and then 70.
I'm always paranoid about the AC here, so I always if it starts feeling warm, I'm just what's going on?
We can just see, because the mornings
in
are
that
always
room.
really cold, but then it heats up throughout the day. So if we feel like it gets too warm, we'll tell Jake to freaking use his little space heater.
Really, the gauge if it's too warm is if the photo room is not frozen.
I'm still shook at the day that Jake told me he gets hot flashes, and he comes up front wearing a hoodie. He was wearing a hoodie yesterday while we're all in shorts. He was in a hoodie and jeans, and he said, guys, I'm literally freezing up front.
That's crazy. I thought this stream was the retirement home. Are you talking about oh, it is. You guys are the retirement community. Mm-hmm. I managed to find one matching fan, so I'm moving the back fan up front, and then we're gonna put a random black fan in the back.
Oh.
So we got this.
And we got our 240 going up top. Looks pretty good.
We're cooking.
We're cooking with butter and
I'm surprised you
margarine.
didn't get the 360. It would have fit.
Don't say that to him. He'll freak out.
Is it? Huh? Actually, I don't know. It's like it.
I thought it was designed for a 240, but I don't know.
It might be 240.
The old one would only do a 120.
Oh yeah, that's a 240. Never mind.
You know, remember
It
that?
like stops right here.
The old H510 could only fit the a 120 in the front, or on the back and top.
Prunes, Ensure, and TB every morning. Yep, that is our viewers. Get some prunes in you.
Yeah, a lot of our viewers, I can tell, can move to Florida soon. They're hitting that age.
Yep.
Retirement. Waiting for Pinky Tech to retire so you can actually like be friends with us again.
Another question for all is AM5 builds. How come you don't use PBO on them? Well, most of the motherboards nowadays, they have PBO on, unless you actively go turn them off. We don't really mention it. Like, we actively go and make sure it's on. But most of the ones, like especially like some of our like at least the higher end B650 or B850 boards, like those boards will have PBO on.
Oh yeah.
Because you can tell because the CPU is running really warm and the clock speed's like high as hell. So it's running PBO. We just don't actively tell people to go to the BIOS to turn on PBO. Especially with our budget builds. It's not really worth it.
It's info that you guys don't need.
Yeah, we're also pretty big on just not messing with overclocking and underclocking unless you know you need to. A lot of people genuinely do it because they're like, oh, I want my CPU to last longer when it's only hitting like 70 degrees.
I'd turn mine off. Yeah, see, that's with our test bench, it's on. And because I always thought there was something wrong with the cooler that we have, that deep cool massive cooler, because we'll get sometimes where it's 80 degrees Celsius. Like, there's no reason this massive cooler should be getting hot. But then you realize it's PBO, it's boosting, and it's getting like 5.5 gigahertz on a 7700X. And then you're like, oh, I see why now.
We'll take it.
It's good performance, though.
Some auto overclocking. I don't have to do anything.
Hell yeah. Hell
I don't really care too much about clock speeds for GPUs because it's really just what GPU you're getting. Like, if you want to like focus on the enthusiast side of like tuning your GPU, then sure you can. But like we're not GPU overclockers. We're not really overclockers in general. We just run things stock. We prefer stability over slightly more performance.
We're not those guys.
And really, within like 1 or 2 FPS, you normally see like between like the OC models and the normal models. So like.
Is it really worth it?
Is it really worth it? Again, that's the enthusiast side of PC building, which is definitely very popular, but that's never been our thing.
We'll leave that to the big dogs.
Leave that to the people who really care about that sort of stuff.
The Reddit forums, you know?
Yep. I have an unwritten rule for myself, I'll never overclock my GPU. I will say of all the overclocking though, GPU overclocking, as long as you follow a guide, it's pretty easy. And it's the one that I would say is the least risky. Because most of those programs will stop you from doing anything really stupid, or the PC will just shut down.
Yeah, doing the CPU can be a little scary because you're not using a software, you're just straight in the BIOS.
Yeah, the software can just like override itself and just be like, nope, I'm gonna turn off and the overclock will just go away. But not with the BIOS. Would you rather do a diss track or tortilla slab battle? How about neither?
Diss track or tortilla slab battle. You guys are so weird.
You are very weird. But that's why we like you guys, you're weird.
Mm-hmm. How about we meet you guys in the middle and we do the 1 bite challenge someday?
Yeah, we're slab.
It's where we get our soft tacos and we try to eat them in 1 bite. That's way more deadly than a rap battle or tortilla slap. And I know that's all you guys want. You just want to see us harm ourselves. You guys just want to see us get hurt.
Madsen and Flaxen, what's up? What good, my dude?
Madsen and Flaxen. Better than a Twerky, I guess.
Twerky.
A lot of people say GPU overclock is scary. I mean, any overclock can be scary if you're just like, if you just go in and you're just pressing numbers.
Yeah.
Or, sorry, pressing buttons.
If
and,
you're
like,
going with
typing in
what
random.
you, like if you look up people's overclocks and what they've done with your card, which normally if you Google insert model name card overclocks, somebody will say, I've done this, it works. I even take that number and go a little bit below it. And then what you do is you have like some program up like 3D Mark or some sort of like running benchmark that continues to go. You go through, you manually tune it up a little bit, wait for stability, tune it out a little bit, wait for stability. And then if something crashes and you're like, oop, that was a little much, go back.
Back it up.
Really, it's just if you break any of the limits in the programs where you crank way too much power to it is where you'll start risking things.
start risking your life.
Or it says, wait, you don't just type plus 1,000 on everything? Exactly. Plus 1,000 FPS, go! I need more FPS.
I know, yeah, some people would go for like the route of like starting off higher.
And work your way down.
Yeah, like until you stop crashing.
It works either way. It just depends on your comfort level with your PC crashing over and over again. Matt, you're a genius. Help me. Why me? My CPU for both builds are hitting 950 under Warzone. I have the Halo 212 cooler and ID 214 cooler. My CPUs are i7s.
Is the Halo the...
The Halo's the cooler master. Halo
Yeah, is that
212. 95C under Warzone? That seems busted. Are you sure those things are mounted properly? Are you sure that you took the peel off the bottom of the cooler? That like seems really hot.
It seems like thermal, like it's getting thermal throttled.
Yeah, that. I mean, those coolers. To be fair, if you're talking about, you have like a, which i7 do you have? Like, do you have a 13 or 14 gen i7? Those run really hot, but in gaming, we normally never see 95C. It's under like.
And are they talking about like the Hyper 212 like Halo?
Yes.
Or are we
I
talking
think.
like Cooler Master like UFO?
Oh.
See, like, because I was wondering when they...
Halo 212 is the one with the...
Oh, they did say 212.
Yeah, they said 212,
Okay.
so that's, yeah, the one with the Halo fans. So the 13700F and 12700F, okay.
I mean, they're a little more powerful, but I would still... Like, Hyper 212 should cool those.
Yeah, 100%.
Are you sure that you got, like,
Yeah,
good thermal paste,
I was
good
going to say, I was
connection?
like, you did both of the builds, and you're seeing similar stuff in both builds. There might be a little bit of user error involved.
Or, I guess, if they're really high-end boards, maybe they're doing exactly what we were talking about, where they're just boosting till they thermal throttle.
They could. Look up cooling tests for those CPUs with that cooler. Hey, Google! Skip. Not today.
Have I jumped into Warzone casuals yet? Well, I mean, I've played them. I don't really, so I know like Verdansk came back. I don't understand why so many people love that map. It's too big. People play like rats, in my opinion. Like, it feels like I'm playing PUBG. So if I do play Warzone, I pretty much always just play Resurgence on Rebirth Island. And I also just find that if people actually play like just Warzone where you die once and you get like the gulag, I just hate how everyone plays like they're in the World Cup. Like, oh, this is for all the money.
Chad, I hope my Switch 2 arrives here tomorrow at a decent time so we can get a short film.
I'm getting the Walmart updates. My phone. It said it was delivered.
That'd be crazy.
I'm just kidding.
They got delivered. People were getting them delivered early, but apparently they're software locked or you can't do anything to them until the day of launch.
That's crazy.
They're like really locked. And people tried to hack them and you just can't do anything.
You didn't play Warzone back in the day, so you never played Verdansk, but you're liking it. No, I mean, I know a lot of people really like it. Like, they just say, like, oh, the map's just really balanced. It's a good layout. But every time, I tried playing ranked Verdansk with, I think it was like trios, and we did not, it was hard to get more than like one kill.
I remember the times we would play it on stream. That's where we got burnt out with. Is like we had that streak we were doing good, and then we started playing normal Warzone, and it was just like
It's hard. I mean, the people who played are just
Thanks,
sweats.
Live Free.
Thanks, Live Free. Yeah, like I said, it's like some of these people play like it's their job. Like they have to, they have to win or else. And I'm like, bro, just have fun. Like run around.
I don't know which video it was recently, but the one crazy ass like slide guy you were playing against on that benchmark one, the one who's like.
That was one of those ones where you're like, man, if there was more of those people, I would not play this.
Dude, that was insane. I remember
so funny.
Everyone was talking to comments like that was the most insane thing I've seen.
Well, and what I hate more is when I see someone like that, I didn't see them and think, wow, they have skill. I saw them and thought in my mind, what are they running?
Yeah.
Like, they clearly have a really good controller. They clearly got Chronos going because the way that they're able to spin and then just lock onto me like that, I'm like, you can't just do that with a normal controller. You can't just do it with a keyboard and mouse. Like, that person was just not even, they weren't even that good in my opinion, but they also did shit on me, so. That's just COD. Ah!
Are y'all gonna play Rebirth casual? What do you mean win? I mean, we normally do. That's normally what we end up playing if we end up doing anything.
Yeah, if we end up playing Warzone on stream, it's pretty much always Rebirth on, like Rebirth Island, and we do Resurgence. Because honestly, it's so boring, like just dropping in and either not, like trying to stay alive by not killing anyone or getting killed right away. Oh my god, dude, and I hate the gulag. I don't know what it is. I don't know if people are just really good in the gulag or if I think I choke, honestly, but I never win, like ever.
We don't mess with the gulag.
I feel like everyone who plays in the gulag is just so good. People will like just hide in their spawn area like prone. Oh my God, you won 6 in a row? That's actually crazy.
That's a real gamer right there.
That's like,
I know you're really into
that
COD.
might have been your entry-level bot lobbies. I'm just kidding. Coming out in Season 4 Reloaded, what, oh, so they're doing Verdansk Casual, but it's on Resurgence? Okay. Is it gonna be the full-size map?
Anytime I think of Call of Duty, I just think of Girthy and Too Easy Tim and how we haven't seen Too Easy Tim in a long time.
We barely see Girthy now. I mean, honestly, dude, he got a job after that.
And he's like, I'm gonna get a job.
So I gotta work. Jackson, you play keyboard and mouse. Gulag is notoriously difficult for that. Why is it more difficult? Is it just because you can't, like, I guess you can't juke a controller player in those places? No, I genuinely feel like in general, and you hear me rant about it, and listen, I'm horrible on a controller now. I would be horrible on it if I had to verse a controller player with a controller. Yeah, I'd get shit on every time. But I do think that aim assist, if you're a good controller player against a good keyboard and mouse player, like the controller player will win most of the time. Aim assist with the pistol, less margin for error. Makes sense. I do miss like my first 5 shots usually.
Let's leave Cabales.
Who is Sleeved Cable? I've never heard of him.
By the way, guys, if you haven't, wait, who says that's just wrong? Someone's fighting you.
Oh, shit. Damn.
What I was gonna say is, if you guys haven't seen it, our 9060 XT video went live. If you guys want to see us do some gaming on it, you can see our thoughts.
Your thoughts and prayers?
Our thoughts. Do I check for dots in the 96? Yeah, I mean, the dots should be there still. That was not the new camera. I say new camera, the different body. That one definitely has dots.
Dang, Dark Elevator 37 elims, 29 kills with the controller. It's crazy. Does it beat the 5060? The 9060 XT?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's closer to the 5060 Ti.
No, what's I saying? I mean, I think, isn't it closer pricing wise?
No, I mean, the 16 gig would be 350. Well, theoretically 350.
Yeah.
I will say, shout out to the 5060, and as much hate it gets, it actually said the MSRP was 300, and it stayed at 300. So it really depends if the 9060 XT actually stays at 350 for the 16 gig and 300 for the 8. If it does, then that'd be cool. But if it doesn't, then
I think a lot of the models are going to end up being closer to 4. I think. I don't have any evidence to prove that. I think that's what I think for the 16 gig. I think the 8 gig though. I think that will be like. I think that will stay at 300, 320, something like that. So that'll change things, you know. If it does end up being almost the same price as the 5060, then it's like, why would you even buy the 5060?
well, the reviews are out, so you can. It's not really the theoretical anymore. You can go see all the reviews. Let me know, because we didn't focus on comparing this time. We more focused on just live reaction to the.
So wait, which card's 3% less? Are they saying the 5060 is only 3% less performance?
I'm not sure. I don't think that is no, because all the advertising and marketing has been on the 5060 Ti. At least the 8 gig, I think. To what? Can I trust this? Yeah, knew it. That's the right price. They are in stock for $300, the 5060.
Can I trust Newegg? No. Have you played Delta Force yet?
Oh, the Ti. Okay, that makes sense then.
have.
So it's 3% slower theoretically than the Ti.
Yeah, I mean, that's good, because the Ti is a pretty horribly priced card in my opinion.
I mean, the 16 gig's $500.
Yeah, it's not even an opinion, it's just factually it's not
that's
well priced.
trash.
Dude, this seems like such a good deal for 50 series. Well, funny enough, a lot of people really hate the 5060. We couldn't really fully tell you why, but it's there.
Can I trust PC Bros? No,
No.
cannot.
The PC that we're building right now is going to pcbros and it's going to scam someone. Yeah, I mean, that is true to an extent. People do, I'd say about half the cards that come out people hate on. They still sell whether they like it or not, but every 60 series card gets hated on and later on loved.
Does. At least the past 3 generations it has been for sure.
I mean, they get loved by the pre-builds and so that's for sure.
Yep.
And the people who are on a budget. Like, at the end of the day, it's like you can hate on a $300 card, but tell me what else to buy. And if you tell me
that's not used.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If you tell me, oh, go buy like a 7700 XT used on eBay, it's like, okay, well, no. And also Doom. Guys.
Doom. But what about Doom? You know, used is like, I get the used argument for people, and for some people, used might make more sense, but like, it's not one of those things where like, for everyone, they're willing to buy used. There are literally people out there who only buy new stuff, and I get it. Matt, do you think thoughts or thought thinks? That's a good question.
Well, and you know, the more that we've been like testing newer AAA titles, the more I've started to see some value. Now, listen, I don't like that NVIDIA and maybe somewhat AMD like make it to where, which I get, it could be the game too, it could be both of them working together because they're like, oh, we all need money. I just know that some older cards, you know, in some older or newer games don't run well. Even though the raw performance is there, I feel like we really felt that with our video that's coming up. What does that mean? You can't take a, oh, you're the person that only buys new? Yeah, I think there's a lot of you guys out there. I mean, I'll be honest, when I buy used stuff, unless I'm getting a really good deal, I usually feel bad about it. Like, because if I'm buying a graphics card that I'm like, oh, I just saved 25 bucks on that, I'm like, oh, wow, I really should have just gone new, because the fact that it could die on me any day now. Who's blue balling you? Chaotic, I see your messages. I'm just choosing to ignore them. Just kidding.
We don't want to talk to you, Chaotic.
I don't even know, what were you saying? AMD and NVIDIA, oh, they're blue balling us? You think so?
Probably.
You know what's funny that I was seeing, because I was playing that Raspberry Pi video, and Raspberry Pi is really cool about their support dates. Mm-hmm. So the Raspberry Pi 2B came out in 2015, and they're going to make it until 2026. So I'm like, that's a crazy long lifespan. The 3B, they're talking about making to like 2030 something, right? And so forth. The 4, the 5, they're all like 2030 something for end of life production. And I thought it was interesting though, because the 2B came out 2015 or whatever. The 3 came out 2016. I think the 4 was like 2018. So like it's like 1-2 year apart. But then I noticed the last, so now we're up to 5. The last few have been like 3 to 4 years apart. And I feel like it's it kind of is comparative to like the computer market, where it feels like a lot of the gains are very marginal. It's almost just like the what's that one guy's theory? Which I know has been kind of debunked, but
What's the theory? What's the theory, chat?
You guys know what I'm talking about? Where it's like every so many years, it's like there's supposed to be a certain amount of advancement.
Yeah, I just don't remember what it's called.
Schrodinger's.
Schrodinger's.
How much? I know one of y'all smart. Come on. Thoughts on the Gigabyte Aero 4090? It's a good-looking card, high performance. Moore's Law, that, yeah. Which I know has kind of been like, you know, not super accurate, but I know generally it was a kind of a good rule of thumb. I kind of feel like PC hardware's kind of been hitting that wall the last few years. NVIDIA, now 5% better with 100% more cost. Ooh, we got something they don't like about AMD. So the one thing they don't like about AMD is the other brands that associate with NVIDIA, like ROG, custom GPUs and shit, can't find any dope SRX cards. I mean, there is like the limited edition ones that, well, yeah, they're pretty limited edition. You gotta be like a creator to get them half the time. Which I don't think they haven't done any for
No, they haven't done reference this generation.
Yeah.
So they don't even exist. But I mean, there are some really cool ones, but they're just not from the brands that all the meta PC builders like.
They said, "Where's my gold 9070 XT?"
Yeah, where's the Astral Gold 9070 XT?
Yeah, Red Devils are pretty cool. Well, there is like we just did that 7800 XT, which I mean, that's one gen behind, one. But that it was pink and white. It's pretty cool. Moore's Law stopped being true in 1999, so it's been a little bit.
Valid.
But like I said, I was more of using that for the just the concept, where I just feel like every so often we'll have like a huge jump, and then you know for the few years in between, it'll feel like I think the companies want to have a big performance game, but they just can't.
Also, we don't really know because I mean,
they could be
if
holding
NVIDIA
back.
is only capable of doing the jumps, AMD could be doing whatever they're capable of doing based on their size, but NVIDIA could just be like, I just don't care anymore.
True.
Or they're just literally they're like, we could jump 15, 20% one generation, or we could do 5% for 5 to 6 generations and people will still buy it.
Yep. That does get them more sales. And maybe that's something that happened with like 10 series, you know?
Yeah.
Because like I remember the 1080 Ti was
Everyone's
so
been holding
good.
onto those for so long. Maybe they're just like, yeah.
Yeah. It's almost like the light bulb theory,
Yeah.
where they had to make the pact like, all right, guys, we can't make our light bulbs last more than 10 years.
What is your opinion on the 6750 XC for 1080p? Good. Be a good card for that. F's with it. Oh yeah, where's your custom 80 karat gold plated RX 580 with liquid cooling? That's what I want. These.
Yes. Yeah, if you never liquid cooled 580, you're just broke.
All right, where's the AliExpress seller that's gonna put 32 gigs of VRAM and a gold plated cooler on an RX 580? I need that.
I know someone's gonna do it.
I need it. I need it right now. I don't care if it's fake gold. I just want it. Could I play max settings in most games? 6750 XT? Most games. I wouldn't say, when you say max, I think max, the idea of max needs to be changed a bit because max would include ray tracing, and I wouldn't recommend running ray tracing on that card. But if you're willing to run ultra with no RT, then sure.
Does kit actually come with two the CPU sleeves?
Yes.
Oh wow. So there must be premium for that.
Premium.
Oh wow.
That's just a rare graphics card that is just that expensive because there's not many of them. So there's really no thoughts.
You know what I still, all right, I don't think Jonah's here, but you know what I disagree with? So he was saying that like, you know, we built his one friend's PC like wrong, bad, whatever.
Which
like
one?
The one that he put the power supply cable in, the wrong one.
Yeah.
Because one of the fans was not spinning because it was the CPU cables were pushing in the housing so hard. So he goes, I'm going to use a sleeve cable because they're more flexible. And I was like, normally it's the opposite, dude. And he was like, no, they're like, it'll fit better. And I was like, there's no. I refuse to believe that these thick ass cables will fit better than like those flat ass cables.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
I mean, I think he did it, so I guess maybe he somehow got it to work, but.
Chaotic, your scene buddy and answered, are you okay? Is Chaotic still saying that we're ignoring them? Chaotic, we're talking to you. Hello? We're here.
Maybe Chaotic can't hear us.
What's going on, Chaotic?
Freaking us out, man.
Chaotic, okay. Do you have a question, Chaotic? If we're missing your question, I apologize.
He just wanted to say okay.
You're here, but you're not really here. It's true. Uber saying that they hear voices. Oh boy.
Oh God.
Oh boy, you're cooked.
I hear the voices.
The voice is Batman. I like how Xenos got tired of us not making giveaway graphics and started making their own.
I know, that's pretty fire, honestly.
This is like, you're too slow, I'm gonna start sharing a graphic.
I blame Zach. Even if he doesn't know what the build is.
And it's not even built. We have the specs now, so we can at least do that on the website.
Woo!
Yo, that's a long ass list. The PC spec, 7900X 3D with the 700X TX, and a bunch of other really good parts. Nice build.
Very cool.
Looks like a nice all white build with the Odyssey OLED 360 Hertz monitor. Beautiful.
The way everything's typed out just looks like they copy and pasted from like a pre-built website.
Wonder if I can find a decent priced RTX. I mean, it depends on the GPU. 20 series is pretty fairly priced on eBay right now.
Just make sure you look at comparisons really well, because I know whenever I shop on eBay, I do that a lot. Where like I'll see like it's like a 2070 Super for like, I'm gonna throw out some random ass price. Let's just say like $250, which is not, it's expensive. But if I saw that, I'd be like, oh wow, that's like way cheaper than they used to be. And then when you realize, yeah, exactly. Like compare it to the newer gen, and just make sure you're actually getting a good deal. Motherboards. Woo.
Time out somebody, Jonah. Well, Jonah's not here, so consider him timed out.
It's timed out. He's probably not even awake yet. Timed out.
I remember the paperclip assistant on Vista. That's classic. I ordered a 9070 Asus Prime. Was wondering would I run into problems with the 5600X on a 650 watt power supply? No, you should be fine.
Absolutely
You
not.
should be just fine.
Gosh.
I think 9070 recommends a 700 watt, but again, that's over exaggerated. And with the 5600X, you should be fine. Mad Jackson should create their own GPU. Yeah, I don't know about that one.
Don't know. Some of the 9070s only even need one 8-pin, right?
Do they?
I thought my Sapphire one. Maybe it. I don't remember.
I thought. Well, I remember the one I had needed two because.
Yeah, and you had the big 3-fan.
Yeah, because it was. That was the issue I was worried about with my Daisy Chain 2 8-pins. I was like, is this a problem? If NVIDIA abandons the consumer market, what will company do you foresee filling that void? Well, it's just going to be AMD and Intel, hopefully. Because I don't really see a company just coming out of nowhere.
No.
Because you've seen how hard it is for Intel to gain any market share with GPUs. It'd be very random and hard for some company that no one's ever heard of to jump in and
Samsung just comes in.
Yeah, unless they've been doing it behind the scenes, just for the fun of it.
The only thing I could kind of maybe see those companies that make mobile processors like Qualcomm. And
Yeah, they could do it. They could.
I never realized this thing has no feet.
No feet, no ventilation on the bottom, so I have to flip the power supply that way. It's interesting.
Okay, NZXT. Okay. Chunky card. This
Feels
one is
very
pretty chunky.
zoomed in.
I think that is definitely zoomed in. Is it face tracking right now?
No. The fuck?
Is the actual property zoom?
Oh yeah, it zoomed.
Oh, it might have been whatever the last time it did the tracking. This last time EVGA back. I know. I miss having another graphics card brand.
Well, even then, yeah, EVGA would be nice to have back, but it don't really fix the NVIDIA thing. You need someone who actually makes the GPUs, not a board partner. What's up, Alex? How you doing? You have 3 fire trucks with the business next door to you? Uh-oh.
Got a fan.
Ruh-roh, spaghetti-o.
Not the fire trucks.
Fire trucks.
Is there 2 more fan headers down there?
Yeah, by the front panel.
Down that John. That's the nice part about this case is you just got one big slot. You can just put stuff wherever.
Beautiful.
I like that. They put the power supply all the way against the side panel to where I can't go next to it. I gotta go on top of it. Weird.
Weird in ZXT. Weird.
I wonder if I can.
I think you can plug that in. The finesse. Ooh, the finesse. And click.
That's not that gigabyte click.
Oh, I remember ATI.
ATI Radeon.
ATI making a comeback.
That'd be crazy. Are they still because it wasn't it. ATI was.
I thought AMD bought the Radeon branding.
That's what I thought. Did they buy ATI or did they just buy their branding?
Yeah, how'd that work? Remember there was an awkward period when I was first getting into PCs where there was AMD stuff and ATI stuff.
I think isn't that what my I thought I had the ATI Radeon HD 7770. It feels right, but maybe it was just AMD. No, yeah, I don't feel like it was AMD yet. 2014. Oh, you did a 270 and 6350 build? Nice.
I would do things to the NZXT CEO. Their cases make me get off in the morning. Mr. Chicken Wrap, you need to chill.
One more fan.
I don't have any more down here.
Oh, where's this?
Let's see, where's another one?
I can really go anywhere with it.
Oh God.
You want up top?
Yeah, I don't know if I can. I might be able to. Oh God.
If you can do it, I might even be able to do it and kind of see back here.
Yeah, see if you can from your POV, because I cannot.
I need to tilt. I say could, now I'm realizing I can barely see. Oh wait, I kind of see it.
I want to see it in a Kia.
I know there's probably some like logistical reason why they have to do it, but why do they put the fan header just in the middle of the board? On even some of these higher end boards, they're just
Like the system fan one?
well, not even that. It's just like there is a fan header.
Yeah, you're talking about
Yeah, this one right here.
it's because of this stupid. It's always because of the back exhaust fan, which is like on every build. They just still do that out of like spite. I don't even know.
Cable management looks gross.
So it's really it's a case problem, honestly. If cases would just, well, actually they have to have an exhaust.
I don't think I've ever used that header.
We've had
done
to use
on
it many
cheap
times.
builds. On cheap
Yeah.
builds that were like, there's a header right there, we don't have a splitter, and there's no other way you can do it. Boom. You can make it work. It's just not great. Anything else?
It's a short run. I guess the main power stuff.
That would be importante. 24p, please.
24p. 24p. I got to bring some 9070s with me today.
Uh-oh.
When I go to that lounge.
Just in case.
I'm gonna bring like 2 of each part, you know, like that we have on hand. Just try to have to bring the least amount of builds back with me. I'm gonna be pretty shocked if I can fix all of them there. I feel like I'm gonna have to bring 1 or 2 back.
Give me the cables. Bat mid.
Oh, yeah, there they are.
I saw for the sometimes when we'll film it, I saw for the Shopify ads, you had it where it was like incorporated into the intro. We might just have to film the intro one day so we can get that draft to them sooner, because I don't think the video is going to be ready until like the day before it goes live, based on how editing is going. So,
Oh, okay.
so we're probably gonna need to do the intro beforehand so we can get it edited and have like Jonah do that and send it to
I
Shopify.
just realized, I just thought about it. They might have been one of the ones who wanted a written draft first. So I wonder if I
Did
should
they?
just. I feel like they may have said that. I don't remember though.
Okay. Yeah, you can check on that and let me know, because yeah, I saw the script. I like the script. It's just I know based on editing, McAllister may only get that on like Friday potentially, and at that point there'd be like a day for them to review it before it goes live. So. That's crazy.
Yeah. My aim is that like that one?
So
Oh,
scheduled
you're
Uber
talking
work.
about. I know which one you're talking about.
Dochi.
My righty. And it's like. It's like the one that's always on TikToks.
What up, chaotic?
What up? What the hell? What the helly?
What the hell?
Hi, Uber.
What the?
Which ones did you end up getting, Grimwong? Was it the baby kangaroos, or did you do the oil kings?
The Oil Kings.
God, hearing that sentence.
There we go.
What
Dude,
up, Midnight?
imagine like the guy who fought in World War I hearing that. You get the baby kangaroos, the oil kings.
Baby kangaroos, let's
And he
go.
goes, "What are you talking about?" It's like, "Oh, keyboard switches, Grandpa." And he's like, "Oh."
We got tactile Terry over here.
Tactile Terry.
No, they're not tactile, bro.
How are you, Zach? I'm doing pretty good, Uber. Appreciate the ask. I'm finally
Don't-
getting over my ickiness, so that's good.
Don't let Uber ask you to do a tortilla slap challenge, because that's all we've been getting asked by them.
It'll be funny.
Stop.
Don't encourage
I
that.
feel like you guys would like let out all your pent up anger and smack the shit.
Both knock each other out. Oh, you want us to do it to you? See, I'll do it to you all.
That's why I thought like an office thing, like where.
Can we just do it to you guys?
Be like, you all only? Dude, I just almost cut through a cable. Like if something doesn't work.
Jonah's gonna get it.
Oh, did you know what I ordered that I'm so excited about? Because I found one for 17 bucks. One of those grip strength testers. And I thought it'd be fun, like, what's the grip strength of a gamer?
That's crazy.
And do, like, the short. You know, like, they always do that with, like, plumbers, construction workers.
That'd be a funny
No, I
story.
only ordered it because Emily and I were joking with each other the other night where we were, like, doing the handshake thing. And she was like, it doesn't even hurt. And I was like, I guarantee I got double your grip strength. She was like, no way.
On the day you do that, I'll wear like an anime shirt you got me and like an tie hoodie, like full anime gear, and I'll just crush it.
I'm sure you will, buddy.
We'll fake it. That's the thing.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah.
Well, McAllister, like, just make the number just say out of reach, out of bounds. It'll just say Pussy Warrior. How about
Do we have more brackets? Sag brackets?
that? Is the box gone?
Yes.
I think it's probably on Tyler's desk. Gonna go yoink him back.
I have a hilarious
It's okay. I don't consent. Can you respect that?
I can show stream if you want me to.
They don't consent either. Can you respect that? Oh. They're your kittens.
If I say meow, they better meow.
I say meow. You say meow. A way to get stronger grip strength, Jackson, is to take a towel and put it up over a pull-up bar and hang from the towel. Thank you, Chaotic. Now that's why I'm excited to see, because I think I have strong grip strength, but I might do it and realize I'm a weak little baby boy.
Who'd be gripping that hog? It's really just how many times you crank him.
Yeah. I'm a daily cranker. It allows you to get stronger in your grip. Close wrist control. Whoa.
I feel like somebody in chat here competitively does grip strength.
Well,
tests.
Chaotic was saying to hang from a towel, like hold on to, like over a pull-up bar, and he said that'll improve your grip strength. I'm like, so yeah, you've studied.
I can see that. All right.
Why is there an LTT box up in the RAM thing?
Huh?
There's a screwdriver in there?
I don't know how this ended up here.
You know, Jonah put that there.
This was the box. I don't even need it.
Yeah. I think we got enough. We already got the coolest box over there.
All right, chat. Build's done.
You think about making the switch to Linux? Oh.
What are you switching to? Toodaloo!
You use your LTT screwdriver for everything? That's
Absolutely
that's pretty
everything.
much us here. We use it for literally everything. Well, chat, let's see if Jonah's build works. They normally don't.
They normally have some fatal flaw. It's plugged up.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, wait, hold on. There is a
Oh, is that the one that's
oh.
unplugged? Yeah. That was just an extra power cord we had plugged up, and
I'll put it back in the drawer, sweet, because otherwise we'll do that every time.
Yep.
Will it post? I think it'll post. It's all new parts, chat.
I mean, it's lit up, so. Because he knows the motherboard has some gnarly RGB on it. That looks good.
It look good.
Are the fans of be a spinning?
It look good. Good.
Chat thoughts? Rate this build out of 10. Go. Tell me. What you think? A 6?
Whoa.
I'll tell Jonah that.
Chat, come on.
7,
chat.
8? It's a build?
It's a
That's
build.
crazy. Grandma's like, it is not 5090 and 950 X3D. It's a computer, but it's not an excellent computer.
I mean, I can see what he was going for. No, I'm just kidding.
I can see the vibe.
The only thing I don't like about this case, dude, is like the cables in the bottom. Like, I really wish it. I mean, that looks horrible down there.
Yeah, you see way too much, don't you? And also, you can see it all right here.
Yeah, no, I know.
2, because Joner.
I'll let that be a Jonah if he wants to find a way to fix
Missing
that.
platinum pipes from liquid cooling? Okay. That's
If I go
crazy.
air cooler instead of AAO for 9600X, is it a big deal to have 3 fans where the radiator would go?
Like you need to have them? No.
I don't know if I fully understand the question.
I'm assuming they mean, do you absolutely need to have 3 fans where the radiator would go? I mean, it helps. It'll give you extra airflow.
Are you saying like if you have the radiator with like only 2 fans on it kind of deal?
No, I think they're saying if I go with an air cooler instead of AIO, should I put fans where the AIO would go?
It doesn't matter really.
It doesn't matter.
it
I
can
mean,
help.
it helps with airflow, but
Every fan you add to a build should help with airflow unless you just like have it the wrong direction or something.
we'll start doing that. We'll start adding 1 fan at a time and see the temperature.
See what degree it drops.
There's too many variables for that
That
shit.
could actually be a fun video actually.
Yeah.
Just get a decent sized case, do 0 fans, and just work our way up.
Yep. The biggest issue would be like, obviously it changes case to case, but
Yeah.
Blue man bad.
Blue Man Bad.
Blue man bad.
I know
Big
that
man
shirt.
Blastoise.
Come here, we got to promote some merchandise.
Blastoise.
So guys, if you didn't know, we have this dope merch design that Callister is wearing, available at pcbros.tech. He's going to show the back
You
design.
notice
in
I
front
put
of
one
the
over
camera.
there too.
And we got one over here. Here you go. Ooh, ooh, ooh,
Sorry,
ooh.
reverse.
Hey, do a
Ooh.
spin. Do a spin.
Do a spinny
Let-
spin.
let us see it from the
Yo, look at that
Dang.
thing. Heat. Mwah.
Yeah, show the traps off.
pcbros.tech. Beautiful design. Buy it today. Nut today.
Nut.
Show the lats. Show me the lats, Mr. Chicken Wrap.
Did I have a dream last night? I think all I did in the dream, I can't remember a single other thing. Went to a restaurant and ordered chicken shawarma, and it was really good.
Chicken
So
shawarma.
Oh,
now,
chicken,
like,
yeah.
I kind of want it.
Shawarma. I get a lot. The HelloFreshes I get a lot of times are shawarma, like chickpea shawarma bowls.
Yeah, I don't know if the like. I know for like masala, you can literally go buy garam masala like as a seasoning.
I think shawarma, they have a shawarma seasoning, and a lot of times it'll be you mix that seasoning with like 10 other things, you know.
But I feel like masala and shawarma are probably like just a mix of like turmeric, ginger, and
Yeah.
curry powder.
Oh yeah, they definitely have. Yeah, definitely have
I
curry.
wonder what they actually are.
Oh God.
Who was that? Was that
You know who.
was that Zaquan?
Uber. I'm not slapping Jackson with a tortilla.
Stop.
Stop
Oh, that's
asking.
funny. That's funny. Have you all seen the
Oh
thing?
yeah, we know, and y'all are encouraging them. It's crazy. So we
Well,
just
no, have you seen the game?
yeah,
though?
yeah,
Oh,
where you have like water in your mouth.
Like
and-
just doing it is weird,
Yeah.
but just I mean like the game is kind of funny.
Yeah.
Because if you all played it, then I would play with.
You know which one I do think
Actually, he
is.
does that, and I just actually.
You know which one I do think is funny because I don't know, the tortilla one just feels a little violent, but I love the one where you blindfold yourself, you have a water bottle like on a pendulum, and you both just like while you're blindfolded you just toss it, and then your goal is to try to like dodge it based on like hearing, you know?
I've seen that one where it's like you're trying to go vibes low and then it bonks you.
How
Yeah.
does someone win a tortilla slap battle?
And that, I've seen one where people put giant rubber bands around their chest and then they do some little game. Or like here's a silly one where it's like they would like do a game where they put both their hands on the table, right? And then one person pulls their hand out and there's 2 rubber bands and the person's holding both of them.
Oh,
and they
yeah.
can only let go of
Yeah.
one. And so you just
And a lot of
you
times
take turns
the
guessing.
people will be wearing like masks and they'll have like a
Yeah,
whistle
no.
in their mouth.
Yeah, I don't know.
I think
why.
it's like a popular thing in like Japan or China or something.
Dude, have you seen Japanese game shows? They're just insane.
Yeah.
The viewers win. Well, Zeno said the
Dude, I
loser
have.
has to do a
It's,
malort shot, so I don't know how that
Squid
works.
Games.
That's Korean.
Those are crazy, dude. Losers, whoever tortilla breaks first. That was if you spit the water. You're just trying to have us kill each other.
Yeah, I don't think getting slapped by tortilla hurts as much as you think. I think it's a lot like a pillow fight. It just sounds violent.
Dude, it does sound like. Have you ever heard like the ones where they get a good slap off?
Yeah. But I never see them look like they're actually hurt. They just
Yeah.
stand there
No.
like, that looks worse than it is. 1 part tech Rorschach test.
Rorschach chest.
Which one of us is a replicant?
I feel like McAllister would just say penis for every single thing.
What, for Rorschach test? Wait, do you know what the Rorschach test is?
Isn't that the one where it's the blob test?
Yeah. I actually had the wrong one. You
I
what
know,
I
I'm
was
like,
thinking of?
dude, you had me thinking like
I was
like,
thinking of the, what's the test from Blade Runner? Where they're like, they're trying to figure out if you're a replicant or not. I forget the name of the test.
I don't know.
Somebody in chat.
Is that a real test?
Oh, it's real fake test. Like the Kobayashi Maru is the test from Star Trek. Like,
Thanks, Kermit.
Are you talking about like the torture?
Yeah, I was
Chinese
gonna say,
water torture?
you want us to do Chinese water
Yeah,
torture?
why they
the
say
Kobayashi
method?
Maru is the unbeatable test they give captains in Star Trek
Mm.
because it's just to see what they do in the face of failure. But one guy, like Kirk, realizes it's a scam, so he hacks it so he can win. He's like, just turn off all our shields and that wins the exam. And they're like, that's not how it's supposed to work. He's like, well, I know it's unbeatable.
Oh, so that's on my night mode on.
There we go. The wood comp test.
Well,
It's your build, Jonah.
here she is, guys.
You have to change the parameters of the test.
My man's watch. Did we have extra NZXT fans for the front?
Basically, there was one extra that matched, and I took the back fan, moved it up, and then put a normal black fan in the back.
Nice.
I think it's like a fractal fan in the back.
The man sticker.
Big man? Big man?
Big man
Blastoise.
Blastoise.
What does Chet think? Chet? What do you think, Chet?
Let's chat to rate it. Someone give it a 6.
Hey, that's fire. Look at this.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Yo, nice.
That's
Like,
Jack
see
Morrison,
that.
right?
No, it's just a guy that looks like him, dude. I don't know who this is.
Yeah, I know that guy.
I was trying to make sure I got his name right.
Jonah, do you like your build?
Yeah, it looks good. I freaking love this card, man.
My one comment is I said I hate how big the holes are right here to where you can see every freaking cable. And what I said is I looked at it and I was like, man, I could try it. I was like, no, that's a Jonah. You know, if he really hates it, he can.
I don't care.
When y'all gonna hook up the 24/7 security cam streams? That what we need to do? We need to have you on like night watch through our security cams.
I mean, it would be really easy to do because we already have a screen out there that cycles through them. Listen, guys, we're legit.
What's it called?
We're legit.
David, did you see what Dave was doing during the car show? We should do that for the future ones. He had the feed of the security cameras on a separate stream where you could watch the car show outside through the cam feeds. Because we always wanted to have more access so people could see what's happening outside.
I mean, yeah, I think all you have to do is download the Rio Link app.
Yeah, and then just screen cap it.
Yeah.
So I could add that to the next stream. So it's
That'd be sick.
If I put on a timer where it alternates.
Is this finally the 360 mil radiators or no?
I don't think so.
We didn't think so.
No, it doesn't.
Actually, no, it might.
It might,
Yeah,
yeah.
it does.
Yeah.
It just, you probably can't go Arctic. It has to be like exactly 360 mil radiator.
Probably one of these in 360 would have worked.
I'm going to change that to white.
All right, chat, we're going to do another car show tomorrow so we can get that cam for you.
Because I know David was streaming on the PC Bros account and was typing in chat saying if you want to see the outside cam, come to the PC Bros stream.
Oh, was it on Twitch and stuff?
Yeah, that's what he was doing during the event.
Stealing our viewers.
I didn't even honestly
that's
know we
crazy.
even did that. That's cool.
Yeah, let me see if I can.
Yeah, I'm curious to see what that looked like the quality and everything. I guess our last search was T-Pain.
T-Pain.
Oh, we're not even following them. What are we doing?
It doesn't keep VODs.
You have to be a partner.
Yeah, so there's no
Or
VODs.
affiliate, I forget which.
I don't even know if we're affiliate because I think that's like one of the first times we even streamed on that account.
You should drop them a follow. I think those guys deserve it. Baby girl, what's your name? Oh yeah, Jonah, I forgot. Chat wanted to time you out.
I heard that
So,
this morning.
I've been timed out. Pretty sure T-Pain's retiring or something like that. Is he even still doing music? I think he's done a couple shows, but he's like a streamer now.
I was gonna say, yeah. Does he? I feel like he is retired.
It's a streamer.
Oh.
It's doing a nitpicking our build.
Well, there's that sticker that was up there on the top, and I ended up moving it into the corner of the fan. I tried pulling it out. It did not pull out, so now it's just there. You can see it.
And I know he still did features. Okay.
Gary, I was wrong. I moved on.
Jonah needs to sit in a corner facing the wall for 5 minutes. I need recording though. Okay.
Is that the next cameo we get?
Yes.
Oh my God, you all removed the sticker for me too. You guys are like the best.
I know.
You said like the best, not the best.
Said like.
Did you actually just remove it because you didn't want to hear him complain?
No, I kind of like for that one. I kind of like it because like I get the idea of doing it because there's a sticker on the inside, so it's not like we're hiding what the power supply is.
Yeah.
It looks cleaner that way. So
So most, I mean, if you look at most of the pre-book companies, usually you can't see the sticker.
yeah, looks cleaner.
Theirs is like extra hidden though. I hate when theirs you pull the back off and it's still not
Yep.
there.
They just normally don't have the see-through basement.
You already guided to him, Moon. Who'd you guide to? Oh, Nitro Gaming 19.
Yeah, there's a guy at the rate already.
Is that like your all's friend or something?
That's crazy.
That has to be.
It's all pay to win.
That's inside trading, guys. Come on.
Jonah, could you do the because I know McAllister's going to jump to it like right away. Could you do the typing test?
Yeah.
On that Keeb.
Can you do it with making me twitch in the background?
All right, guys, we're going to do the raid. Thank you for watching.
We're rating Nitro Gaming 19, guys. Hope you guys enjoy that stream. That hour does go by fast. We, we build a PC pretty quick. Is what it is, guys. It is what it is. Table's freaking tall. Maybe I'm short. Boys. Have a good day. Thank you, Jay Mervin. Yeah, thank you for anyone who was here watching the stream today. We're in Nitro. Well, we'll be live tomorrow doing the same thing, guys, building a PC. And good morning. See you all later. Peace.